Hey guys, it's Brianna here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I have a fun video for you guys. Last night I went to Barnes & Noble and I kind of did a little bit of damage at the time of me filming this. Hopefully I am getting it up the day after. Today is Saturday, February 27th, so I am so excited to show you guys what I got. I am super excited for every single book. I do have a book that I have already read. I just needed it for a upcoming book picture on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first up, I'll go ahead and mention the one that's just kind of random out of this book haul. Obviously, I mostly got manga because I am kind of going through, I guess, like reading phases or kind of like moods of wanting to read manga. And right now I'm going through a really big manga kick. So I'm rolling with it. And plus, I've just seen so many books recently that I am just very intrigued about. So I saw a bunch of them. And here we are. I've got quite the stack, but as they're like falling out of my lap, let's just go ahead and get started. So first up, I have the one that's just kind of random. This is The Queen's Assassin by Melissa De La Cruz. This is the first book in I believe it's only going to be a duet. I really love this. This is a YA fantasy series. I just, I have loved Melissa for a very long time. I am a fan of her. I think it's the Blue Blood series. It's a vampire series that came out, back during all of the, like, I call it my Twilight phase. It's just a vampire series, and so I've always been a fan of her work. So I got an art copy of this when it released, and I wanted to get a finished copy, especially since I have a Bookstagram picture coming up for the sequel. So I am super excited about this to have a finished copy because it's stunning, and I can't wait to show y'all book 2 because it's beautiful also. So I got this book. I've got, let's see if I can hold these up without dropping them. I can't even do it. They're starting to fall out of my lap. This is so hard. Yeah, no, this isn't working. Okay, this is the best I got. Okay, so these are all the mangas that I just bought. I also just went to my library, so be on the lookout for my library haul that will be coming up soon. My spring break, if you guys didn't know, I am a teacher. And just a quick little side note, this is my first year of teaching during a pandemic. So I'm very excited, needless to say, for spring break. So the way our school district is run, we actually have, it's almost like we call it almost like a learning break. It's kind of like half days for the kids. They don't have to come. It's just kind of just, extra days for them just to work on like extension activities and things. So essentially we have a 2-week spring break, but I will be working. That intercession week is what we call them. So essentially I have 2 weeks off, and you better believe I'm going to be reading hopefully all of these mangas because I am so excited. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I know I keep saying that, but seriously, I'm so excited. I think I still have all of these in piles by name of the books, so let's hope I don't get them messed up. So first up they're still in the little wrapping, but these are volume 2 and volume 3 of 10 Count by Rihoto Takari. I have no idea how to pronounce this name. I haven't heard anybody say it, so I'm probably completely butchering it. But this is just a BL series. This is what we call a yaoi manga. It's MM, so it's male, and I read the first volume a couple months ago. I can't remember exactly when, but I enjoyed it. It's very interesting, and it kind of relates to what we're currently dealing with. We have our main character who is a germaphobe to the point where his skin is so dried out that it's starting to bleed because of how much he washes his hands and, is an extreme germaphobe. But anyway, I am very curious to see what happens next because it is a love interest between the germaphobe and the therapist. So very curious to see what happens next. Next up, I found something that is like really hyped up recently. This is Living Room Matsunaga-san, and this is by Kyoto Ashobotita. Oh man, I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce these names. But anyway, I have heard so many good things. This sounds a lot like LDK, where we have kind of where they're living in the same place. I could be completely wrong, but I am very excited to read this. I only grabbed volume 1 for now. I just want to try it out, and I'll probably go back and buy more, probably based off of how I'll feel about this one. So we'll see, but I'm super excited about this one. And then next up, I'm really excited about this one also. Honestly, I'm excited about all of them, but we have Love Me, Love Me Not by Iowa Sakisaka. I really need to learn how to pronounce names. But anyway, this is, a lot of you, if you are a fan of manga, then you already know who this mangaka is. But basically, they are the author of Blue Spring Ride and Strobe Edge, and again, I will talk about those soon. So I am really looking forward to this one. It just sounds really, really cute. Next up, I probably got one of the most popular mangas that is currently all over Bookstagram, Book Talk, YouTube, MangaTube, all of it. I got the first 3 volumes in the Sweat and Soap series, and I am so incredibly excited to dive into these. It sounds like the most weird title ever, but I have heard nothing but amazing things. Every single person who has picked up this series has said nothing but amazing things. It is seriously the most sweetest and most wholesome series, and I am over the moon excited to dive into this. We have our heroine who has a very excessive sweating problem, and the hero, he runs this, it's almost like a Bath and Body Works type thing where he makes soaps and things, from my understanding, and he's just very attracted to the way she smells, which I know sounds so bizarre, but seriously, I have heard nothing but amazing things. So I grabbed the first 3 volumes. I believe there's currently 5 out. I think book 5 just dropped. So I am super excited to dive into this. I really hope to get to it soon because I'm over the moon happy to have these in my hands, and I'm just looking forward to it. It just sounds so good. Next up, I have the second 2 volumes in the, I looked up a video to try and pronounce this, and I'm probably going to say it wrong because I listened to it 5 times. Hidorome, My Hero by Meko Arari. This, as I said, this is volumes 2 and volume 3. I read the first volume about a week ago and I really liked it. This is also another BL series, and basically from what I remember is it's kind of almost like a I think it's like a childhood friends to lovers type situation, but it has darker elements to it. So I'm very curious to dive into the second and third volume. I don't remember how many are out. I want to say 10, and I believe it's completed. So I do look forward to continuing. I have heard quite a bit of good things about it, so I look forward to that. Then I got, finally, the second volume to Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard by Yu Toyota. Again, probably mispronouncing. Cherry Magic was the very first manga I ever read last year, and I remembered that the sequel was coming out only a few weeks later, and I finally now have picked it up. So I am so excited to dive into this. We have 2 people that work in the same building together, and you have your one character who's just very broody and kind of grumpy all the time, and then you got your very peppy, energetic character, and it's just a really cute, wholesome romance. So I'm curious to see what happens next. I know that our hero, because the reason why he's so grumpy is because he can read everybody's minds, and so he kind of gets to listen to what everybody's thinking, and I know it kind of gets bothersome for him because he can hear everything everybody's hearing at all times. So kind of puts a damper on dating life because without asking questions, he already knows how they feel about them. So I don't know. I'm very excited to read this. I believe it's only going to be a duet. I might be mistaken about that. I think this is a 2-volume manga, but again, I could be totally wrong. Lastly, I got another book that has been hyped up, especially on MangaTube. I am so excited to dive into this. I found the first volume of Wotokai, Love is Hard for an Otaku. I don't remember how to say that, but anyway. I am so excited to dive into this. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I know the anime just dropped earlier this year, and I am so freaking excited to dive into this. I really don't remember a lot about this. Obviously, I believe the main character she works with computers and she's an engineer and all that kind of stuff. But really, that's all I know about it. I just have heard nothing but amazing things, so I had to give it a shot. I don't care what it's about. I trust a lot of people in their reviews, so I am so excited about this book. So that is my Barnes & Noble book haul. There are a couple of books that I was on the hunt for that I just could not find the volumes for. One of the books that I was hoping to find was at least the first volume in Hell's Paradise. They had like volumes like 2 through 7, and I'm like, well, that doesn't work. I need the first volume. So I held off getting those. My Barnes & Noble has a lot of manga. I feel that just from viewing other people's videos of, going to Barnes & Noble and everything, I feel like my Barnes & Noble has a really good selection. So that just makes me really excited. We have like an entire wall full of manga, and it was so much fun going last night and browsing through the shelves and, seeing books that I wanted to read and all that kind of fun stuff. But that is my book haul. Let me know down in the comments if you have read any of these, if there's some that you think I should be checking out. I am seriously obsessing over manga right now. I'm going to consume as many as I can. I'm definitely a mood reader. I'm one of those that will crack out the same style of books until I get sick of them, and then I'll move on to something else. Months later, I'll come back to them. So I'm excited. I look forward to all these books, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.